Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Monday, October 12th, 2020. The tarot card for today is the Empress, or in this case, the Lady, from the Druidcraft Tarot, which is a really nice deck that I've had for a while and don't ever seem to remember to show you. Now, where are we? Okay, Six of Swords, Death, the Empress, Birth. What is going on? I have to tell you, today is, even if we just take it in the context of October, probably the most pleasant day of the month, because today we have a signature aspect which is occurring, the final one, where Jupiter will sextile Neptune, and of course that's a very pleasant transit, which it just leaves you with a good feeling, like maybe you feel good about where you're at with what you're doing, that type of thing. We also have Mercury sextiling Venus, today as well. So, with this card, and especially with the Mercury sextile Venus, because it's kind of a social, transit that's there, the Empress herself, if you look at her as an individual, whether she is mother, daughter, sister, aunt, niece, BFF, or someone who is pregnant, there may very well be some involvement today. I think that it's a holiday here in the U.S. still. So yes, social really seems to be a very good word for this, and it may very well involve one of these people that you're spending time with today. But it's I'm telling you, it's so much more. This card is representative of abundance. You've had a card of major transformation right before this. What have you closed a door on? Have you moved? People have moved to new locations. They've begun new jobs. They've had some really big changes that are happening, and this is the point. It's hard to explain in a daily, because I do really long readings on Patreon, and I talk about the month and everything. You can hop over to Podbean and listen to my October Love and Finance there, if that helps you, because I feel that this moment right here today is part of that turning point that's taking place in October. So if yesterday was endings and today is beginnings, the timing of the card is like absolutely perfect, because there is a more, I don't want to say settled, but yeah, like a settled feeling by the end of the month, even though there's a testy full moon coming up, another full moon, which will be in Taurus. And it just feels to me like you're growing comfortable, more at ease with where you're at, settling in to your new life is probably the best way I could describe it. There is so much more that is coming, especially by January. But watch what's going on here, okay? There are definitely beginnings, and there is some form of abundance. This is a card of harvest. Now, let's talk about tarot cards for a minute, okay? In the context of, sometimes when we look at them, we want to make them into really big things, because this card is part of the major arcana. Now, what if it's merely you going out and, picking the vegetables out of your garden? Because this time of year, it's getting to be the end around here. It's autumn. Maybe there's a frost. Yesterday you had an ending, and things are getting done. So you see her with her wheat, I believe it is, in one arm, and all of her apples, etc., in the basket in the other. It can be as simple as that, all right? So what I'm trying to say is, do not always look for huge things happening in your life, because it may very well be something that pertains to the symbolism that's in the card. Or you may hear that someone is pregnant, okay? You can see that she is just about to give birth. So there is that feeling that's hanging in the air here. And I think that every single person out there is on the verge of something much bigger. When does it come? Well, we're one day away from Mercury beginning its final retrograde of 2020, and tomorrow it will retrograde in the sign of Scorpio, and it does not go direct until November the 3rd. Mars, of course, has been retrograde since September the 9th and does not go direct until November 13th. I'm going to go with after Mars goes direct. All right, is when you will begin to see what is coming your way. All right, right now you're finding your way through, as we saw with the Six of Swords the other day. So I'm enjoying this. I'm really thinking that even if you're not 100% certain, that you are headed in the right direction. So I want to thank you very much for being here. I'll see you here again tomorrow, and as always, have a great day.